Welcome back, everybody. It's Jeff again with J&K State in Vegas with another episode of Walk with Jeff, with a little bit of an added bonus this time. A lot of people always ask us in the comments, how far is it from here to wherever? So part of this series of Walk with Jeff, I'm going to add in how long or how far is it from point A to point B. In this case, we're going to walk down here from Virgin, which is a really nice property here at Paradise and Harmon, and show you how long it takes to go to Ellis Island. Those are two popular places, and you may think that this area is not so great. It can be, but they've added a lot of lighting. So let's get on with this Walk with Jeff episode. Start our timer right about now. There we go. You can see it there? Maybe. All right, let's go. I did part of this walk on another episode, but I didn't stick on this side of the street, and we didn't do anything more than just walk up the street. So this will give you an idea, if you do stay at, say, Virgin Hotel, how long it's going to take you to at least walk up to Koval. Ellis Island is a really popular place. So if you don't want to Uber it, I'm going to walk at a very moderate pace. So if you walk slower, you'll want to keep that in mind, but it should be pretty close to your average walker. Wait for cars so I don't get hit. This is the Serene of Vegas Resort. I don't know really too many people that have stayed here. It's not known to have the best reputation. Let's just say that. But Virgin's really nice. They have 3 pools, lots of restaurants. It's kind of a hidden gem almost. And yes, if you want to go to the Strip, you're going to have to walk a fair amount or take an Uber. But it's a really nice property. And I figured we would walk this way so we can kind of see what the traffic's like with F1, the road construction, and then just, again, show you how long it takes to walk from here to Ellis Island. Now, it might be a little bit more than 30 minutes, so this video might be a touch longer than our 30 minutes. So if you're on the treadmill or on the bike, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. That lady was looking the complete opposite direction, so I had to skedaddle across real quick. I also like walking on this side of the street more than, say, that side. Only because when you walk over there on the right side, I'm sure you've heard of the infamous underground tunnels where a lot of the homeless live, and sometimes it can really have quite the stench from over there. So from at least this side, it's not so bad. I can see all the popular hotels like Aria City Center. They look so close, but looks can be deceiving if you've watched our rookie mistakes. You'll know how far these hotels can actually be. So this over here is Alexis Park. Not a bad little hotel. And then once we get to this clearing here, you can see Fontainebleau, a little bit of the Sphere, Palazzo, all that. But we'll keep going here. Show you some other places that are along the way. And again, check out this whole F1 thing. It's coming up in just a matter of weeks now. What's really odd is that the F1 big pit area, just see it kind of coming into view. And these studio apartments, short-term lease, is in between that and Virgin. I'm surprised the whole F1 didn't take that land too, because it's just sandwiched in there. Race time, I'm sure those apartments get pretty darn loud. But again, everybody, these videos again are in 4K HDR, so make sure when you do watch them, you're watching them in 4K. And if you do have like an OLED TV that's capable of HDR, if you know what that is, then you probably already know, then you can watch this in HDR, but it should come up automatically if you have an HDR compatible TV. It does with mine. Only issue is, if you do watch this right when it comes up on YouTube, first of all, we appreciate it, but it sometimes takes 24 to 48 hours for it to process. Now, I do try to upload the day before, so that gives us a little bit of leeway there. But just keep that in mind. But any event, it's definitely going to be in 4K, so make sure you tune those settings. If you're watching, especially on TV, you got to hit that little gear icon and make sure it's on 2160 60p. It's the top setting if you have a compatible TV. Like I said, we're getting even closer to F1. All the corporate sponsors, all the banners and everything are coming up. Speaking of Virgin, they're even promoting their East Harmon zone by Virgin Hotel. So a lot of this is going up pretty quickly now. We are in November now. And we just released a new November news and put some weather information in there for you. So along with the many questions of how far is it from here to wherever, like how far is it from Mandalay Bay to Bellagio? Along with that, a lot of people ask us, what's the weather like in whichever month? So our November news, I let you know what it is. We jokingly like to say we had 1 week of fall. Last night I was walking Ollie and the temperature was in the low 40s. So we went from sweating to needing a jacket big time. But that's fine. We are so ready after this past summer of heat to be enjoying some cool weather. Right now it is an absolute lovely 70 degrees. A little overcast, as you can see. There is talk we might get a little rain, so we'll see if that materializes. Everybody gets excited when we get rain. We all go and look out our windows. I try to do my part by washing the car. That usually really quickly has the rain gods come out. But yeah, you can see that Heineken silver and all the racetrack stuff is going up over here. Tell you more about some of the closures and what's going on. Again, want a little bit more in depth, check out our videos on our channel. If you ever wondered where Grand Wyndham is, I should say Club Wyndham, it's right here. So this is even closer to the Strip. And you do have to go a little bit uphill here, so keep that in mind. Especially if you walk this in the summertime. Now that being said, I'd probably only do this walk during, say, the fall, winter, maybe springtime. Because the heat in the summer, let alone the heat down here with the blacktop, is pretty intense. Look at all that. All the necessary outhouses. This light takes so long that I'm actually going to hoof it across the street so we can get across here. This light lasts incredibly long, and then you can see the pit stands over there, and then they're building, as they did last year, this huge grandstand here at Harmon. So the race comes right in there, the last turn down Harmon there, so those will be great seats if you're into F1. And then they'll come down to the main raceway in the pit area. Show you where that exits out. It's the backside of Planet Hollywood. You can see Cosmo over there, Paris, Bellagio, Horseshoe. But they have this road, you can see a lot of the street lights here. This used to be really, really dark, along with Harmon, where we just came up from. But if you caught any of our like New Year's Eve live stream, I actually went down that way to Virgin. And it is very well lit. Look at that, Paddock Club, Las Vegas. It's very well lit now. So I wouldn't be hesitant to make that walk. Now, like the guy coming this way, there's still a lot of homeless people around here. And I was saying earlier about the tunnels. I'm sure you've seen documentaries on that. But for the most part, you know, leave them alone, don't make eye contact. Just like in any big city. You know, if you're in New York, say, or LA, same thing. Gate D. They are busy. More stands over here. So I don't know, this is year 2. They're guaranteed 3 years. So let me know in the comments below whether you think F1 is going to last after the 3 years. I don't know. To be honest, you know, money talks, so I don't know. but it certainly didn't get the warm welcome the first year because they had to tear up the whole strip. Thankfully, they have paved the east side of the strip. So what we were talking about before being so rough, they finally actually paved it, but probably saw that in one of our past videos. If not, check that out on our channel. And by the way, if you like these Walk with Jeff, please give me a comment below so it encourages me to keep going with these. Just say, hey Jeff, love the Walk with Jeff series. And while you're there, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Both those are free. And we're working our way to 30,000 subscribers. Almost there. We had 25 and then zippity-doo-dah, we're almost at 30 now. Check these out. Those are the pricey seats. But this is a pedestrian bridge. I was showing that in our last news update from above, so that people can get across. This is when they come out of the pit area. This right here is actually part of the track, and they'll head down this way. And they'll go all the way down there by the sphere, go around the sphere. If you saw our videos last year, you know what it is. Some more of these grandstands, and then you see the lights. And that's all closed off down at the end of Rochelle for all of F1. And my lordy, we're already at Ellis Island. Look at that. I actually thought it would take me longer. So by the time we actually hit our Walk with Jeff, it's been about 16 minutes, 16 and a half minutes to walk from Virgin to Ellis Island. Man, we got to keep walking. I really thought it would take us longer. Oh, well, we can kind of see what's going on up here too. Now, if you have been keeping up with our newscasts, you'll know that they are building a little bit of an extension, some new stuff happening here at Ellis Island, here on the corner here. You can have a rooftop bar up here. So, kind of excited to see what that's all about. Vegas is always changing. So it is kind of cool, even though they implode the Tropicana, but it is kind of cool to kind of see when new things go up. There's Ellis Island. And look at all these. F1 installation is at full effect. And I don't think anybody can drive in this area, so let me get a good look at Ellis Island here. You can actually hear people in there having some fun. Look at that, Ellis Island. Well, I guess we gotta keep on going on our walk here. That's all right. Again, these videos are really good to get on that treadmill or the elliptical or stationary bike, all that stuff. You can get exercise with me as I get exercise walking 30 minutes. Again, I would appreciate it if you would leave a comment if you like these videos. And not to mention, if you watched it to the end, that really makes me happy. In fact, you can just put in the end, or I watched to the end. So some of these businesses are a lot more happier now that they only did the 2 lanes there that go up and over. We'll kind of take a look at those. The sandwich back here behind the Las Vegas Souvenirs and Gifts is the Platinum Hotel and Spa, so if you ever wondered where that was. Now during F1, this AM, PM, even during construction, there was nobody here. And as you can imagine, this is a very, very busy AM, PM for gas. I'll get a better look over here. So these 2 lanes, see that car going down there? There's the only 2 lanes going eastbound now. Eastbound and down. Ambulance literally stuck in wall-to-wall traffic down there. So on the other side, going westbound, you don't have to take this bridge over. Still street level, so you can go to these businesses on the corner, including getting to the West End a lot easier. See the palazzo back there. But you can take, if you don't want to go eastbound over that ramp or over this bridge here, this temporary bridge, you can make a right here on Koval. It's almost like a exit ramp. See down there? People still going across the intersection. Look at that. Hopefully I'm not triggering all the doggos out there. If you got the volume on. So yeah, it's just these two lanes. There goes that car. It's definitely more convenient because you don't have to wait at this light here either. So I would say if you're going to stay at Virgin, you're going to walk up to Ellis Island, we'll give yourself 20 minutes. So instead, saving some money on an Uber or a taxi, and you want to come up there from the Virgin Hotel, I'd say 20 minutes. There's a couple points in there where I had to hoof it a little bit. So I would say 20 minutes. And now we're almost, we're going back down to Paradise where Virgin is. I don't think we'll get back to Virgin in 30 minutes. That would be pretty incredible. Now I did get lucky with the light at Koval and Harmon. So I didn't have to actually wait there. So that would add a couple minutes to your journey. And if you never knew where Tuscany was, it's right here. Here on Flamingo, in between Koval and Paradise. So here's a nice look back. See the cars coming eastbound here with Flamingo in the background, the West End, Caesar's Palace kind of peeking up over there. And there's a Sphere right there. But let's continue on. We got to keep our workout going, right? Across the street, you've got some businesses over here. They've definitely, over the years, really cleaned up this area, especially down here at Howard Hughes Parkway. There's a restaurant called Firefly. And then you got some of the usual, like chain restaurants, like Panera, so forth, as we get closer down to Paradise on the left-hand side. And even Lowry's. They've been there for years. I think they're still open, but I'm not actually positive. But I think they are. Let me know if you've been there before. And there it is, Tuscany. Looks like they're doing some work, kicking up a bunch of dust there. Tuscany Suites and Casino. They also have a Circa Sports there. Pretty interesting. Partnership here with Tuscany. Of course, Circa is nowhere near here. Circa, of course, is downtown. It says curbside pickup and delivery. There's a sign of, thankfully, the times in the past. And it says open for dine-in. But most steakhouses don't open till 5 o'clock. So that's not indicative of whether it's permanently closed or not. I don't think it is. There is a Residence Inn down there. And this Lolo's Chicken and Waffles that's right over here. Looks like somebody kind of busted through this. Look at that. And speaking of, where's my coffee? Where's my room? Well, we're not inside of a hotel, but there's a Starbucks down here. Right here in the Howard Hughes Square. Of course, Howard Hughes practically built Vegas. Now, I will say, like, especially again, once you get down here to Paradise, which coming into view, Virgin is. There are some homeless. And at night, this side isn't the greatest. I'd probably walk on this side of the street if you're walking down here at night. But again, mind your own business. And even if they're in a different world mentally, they're not going to mess with you. And there's the backside of Virgin right there. But you can't get to Virgin. There's no way to like cut through here, because that's actually the back part of the F1 pit area. Got these cool like 4x4s back here. Must be something for F1. Look at that. Panera Bread, as I was saying before, Fogo de Chao. And there's a Chipotle over there. And a restaurant called Bahama Breeze, which I've never actually tried. But apparently they got a pretty good happy hour. And you know, we've done some happy hour videos as well. But that right there is just about 30 minutes. Unfortunately, halfway through the walk, my phone decided to pause the timer, which is really convenient. So I think we're about at 30 minutes. Look at all that walking we did. Much more than I thought we would do. Again, from Virgin to Ellis Island, I'd say about 20 minutes of walking. And I would probably go that direction and not come down opposite of what we're doing right now. But again, everybody, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to J&K Stay in Vegas. Take it one step further. Turn on those bell notifications, be alerted to every time we post a new video just like this, or when we go live, like we do every Saturday night. There's a nice look at the high roller. And of course, as I was saying earlier, if you made it all the way to the end, say, "Hey Jeff, I watched it to the end." I'd appreciate it. All right, everybody, until the next one, stay safe and stay silly. Bye-bye, everybody.